Good evening, everyone. My name is Regina Shaver. I am the Director of Product Program and Retail. I know we are about to begin our webinar for our service unit cookie chair training at 6:30. We will be having a prompt start at 6:30 and we will have a prompt end at 7:30 due to another webinar. But we are recording this, so we will post it on our website so the information won't get lost. We also have the PowerPoint already shared on our website if you need it for reference. We will be recording and collecting all of the questions. So if we do not get to your question tonight, sit tight. We will go through the questions tomorrow and have FAQs for everyone. So we will not leave anything out. But again, like I said, we do have a lot of information to cover, and I do want to get started promptly at 6:30 so that we can make sure we can get through everything. And I would also like to welcome and introduce my staff. I have Lacey Mann, our product program specialist, who is based out of our New City office, joining us tonight. I also have Aurora Orozco, who's our product sales specialist based out of Westchester, and her office is in the Tuckahoe Eastchester building. Kathy James is our product program specialist based out of our Montgomery office that is joining us. And of course, I thank Shelly Rusa from Little Brownie for joining us. And of course, for always being a great support for us. So with that being said, it is 6:30, so we will begin. We will stop periodically for some questions, and like I said, we will get through everything we can with questions, and if we do not get to them tonight, we will have this recorded and we will create an FAQ list that we will share on our website, and I can also easily email out to everyone. So with that being said, we will begin.
Regina, I can't see the, there they are.
Can you see now?
Yeah, I see your presenter mode.
Sorry.
Nope, you're fine.
Okay,
there we go. Well, thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be here. It was great seeing everybody last week. I think we were in Scarsdale, but we'll get this rolling because I know we need to get out of here. So next slide, please. So 50 years of cookie seasons filled with excitement, supporting Girl Scout cookie entrepreneurs as they build new skills. 50 years of inspiring tomorrow's leaders. In 1973, we became a licensed baker with GSHH. Our mission was to provide cookies and support services to the highest quality to Girl Scout councils so that the annual cookie program could build life skills for entrepreneurs while generating income for troops and councils. This still holds true today. So in 1973, we had 6 varieties: mints, trefoils, Samoas, tagalongs, do-si-dos, and does anybody else know the 6th cookie? If you want to just click one more time through it.
Shallot creams.
Can you go to the next? Click one more time, Regina. Oh, it didn't come up, but it was Vanchos. If anybody knows what Vanchos was, there was a sleeve of vanilla and a sleeve of chocolate. So that was our 6th cookie in 1973. So here's the agenda. We're going to go through some cookie information. We'll go through the theme and the mascot, rewards, the rally guide, marketing and tech information, and then of course the next steps in the calendar for you. So next slide, please. And again. So this is a timeline of the cookies, of where they kind of came into play. So you see the ones in the 70s and the 80s and the 90s, 2000s, and then of course, the cookies that we have 2010 to 2020. I'm sure there's some favorites in there of everyone. You know, we talked about the All Abouts, the Ginger Snaps. The Snaps was one that we talked about. So just kind of give you an idea of the different innovations that we've had throughout the year. Next slide, please. So this coming season, all 9 varieties from last year are back. Lemon Ups, Trefoils, Do-si-dos, Samoas, Tagalongs, Thin Mints, S'mores, Toffee-tastic, and Adventurefuls. Just a reminder, all packages are $6 this season. Next slide, please. So one of the new things that we did do this year is we simplified that ingredient and allergen guide. It's all now on one piece of paper. There is a Spanish version available if you do need that, but it's nice to have it on one page, and we really encourage the girls to have this guide at their booths. So if people ask questions about ingredients or allergens, that's in our cookies. It's right there at your fingertips. Next slide, please. So our sustainability promise has not changed really for a couple years. We're really trying to get to that goal of 100% reusable, recyclable, and compostable plastic by 2025. We're encouraging councils to use less paper. You are one of the councils that really has embraced that less paper that we ship out to you from Little Brownie. And we're really trying to minimize that greenhouse gas, you know, that footprint that we're putting on the world. And one way we do that, next slide, please, is this year we are reducing the plastic in the Samoa tray. So it's 15% less plastic. We are saving over 65,000 pounds of plastic annually. It is the same cookie count, the same weight, the same carton. We're just improving that plastic tray. We will be using the old tray until it's gone, and then we'll start with the new tray. So maybe in your early sales, you might get some of the old tray, but of course in your April and May booths, you will most likely have the new tray. Next one. Now, I know this next one is a love it or hate it relationship that you had with the new Thin Mint case. We are moving forward with that again. It is 26% less recycled content. No other variety has the new case, but we are keeping it with the Thin Mints, just so that you know. Next, please. And next, please. So these are our mascots kind of throughout the year. Eco Ellie, Georgia the giraffe, Bella the butterfly, Daisy the cow, Hope the horse. Can anybody tell me what the theme was for any of these years? If you want to click one more time, you'll see all the themes for these mascots. There they are. And this is the mascot. Oh, there, thank you. So, you know, Eco Ellie, if you remember back to 2008, was Imagine If. That giraffe was More Than You See, and we had Wow the World in 2019 and 20. Go Bright Ahead was last year, and the theme for this coming season is, go ahead, next slide, and click one more time. There is some beautiful music that goes to this, but it doesn't seem to be coming through. So the theme this year is Own Your Own Magic. And if you haven't guessed, if you go to the next slide, our mascot this year, I'll introduce you now, is Lucy. She is an axolotl. Before this season, I had no idea what an axolotl is, but her name is Lucy, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun with her. My grandchildren know all about axolotls. That I showed them this thing, the reward, and they were like, "That's an axolotl." So the kids know what they are. If you go to the next page, there's a we always have fun facts about the mascot. You know, about their habitat is in Lake Xochimilco in Mexico City. Those little feathery things are their gills, and they do camouflage. They can be found in over 18 colors. So just a lot of fun facts that a lot more will be in the rally guide, but just something to have your girls learn about the axolotl. Next, please. Rewards. I think I'm going to hand it over to Regina for the next slide.
Yes. So rewards, I get the fun part. So we, as you know, our cookie sale, this is a picture of our order card. All service unit cookie chairs should have received this at this point. We do have a slight amount of extras in our offices if anyone should need any. I would just like to point out that there is one tiny error on our order card that does say that the initial order begins February 1st, but it actually is February 16th. Again, it's just a small typo on our order card, but no orders in DOC or on our order or on eBuddy will be able to go in prior to the February 16th start date. So this actually breaks it all down, gives you a clear image of all of our initial orders, our charm patches, digital cookie, gift of caring, our opt-out information is on here, as well as do-si-do. And again, like I said, our initial order will run from February 16th through March 18th. Some other additional information for our rewards. Our overall rewards are offered beginning at the 35 package level count and goes all the way up to the 2,000 package count. Our number bars are earned at the beginning at the 100 package count in increments of 100, as they always have been. Our troops earn 95 cents per package this year as their base proceeds per cookie package. As for those who have sold for fall products, we did have the incentive that bridged fall product and cookies. So if any troops sold over $1,000 or more during the 2023 fall product sale, they will earn an additional 5 cents per package on their initial order. So there's some great incremental levels here where troops can build on their proceeds. Troops that have maintained a PGA of 150 for their initial order for the cookie season will also receive another additional 5 cents per package. So there's really a lot of great opportunities with rewards and profits this year. Our do-si-do will begin at the 150 package count level, as it states on our order card. And again, our early bird, which is another additional incentive, Girl Scouts who renewed their membership by May 31st of 2023 and sold a minimum of 5 products during the 2023 fall sale will earn an additional 5 cents per package sold on their initial order for the 2024 season. And this slide really just kind of breaks it down. You know, this was more for reference material that I wanted to share with everyone. And it's all the different levels of how the girls can build on their incentives and their proceeds with the additional 5 cents based on top of their general proceeds.
So this year we've kind of changed up things a little bit. So the rally guide is now available on littlebrownie.com. You can go on to a new revamped website and find that 2023-2024 rally guide. Like I said, it is now located on littlebrownie.com. All the activities that are in the rally book can be found on our Pinterest page. Nope, that's right. Next slide. So some marketing and tech tools. Go ahead. So this is kind of just 50 years of innovation. We started with eBuddy back in 1999, and man, she has grown to this great cookie inventory system that we have at Little Brownie. So next slide, please. So some of the new things that we have is a new cookie rookie program. It is all brand new information. There's 4 short chapters that are available through our YouTube channel that really encourages the girls to have that digital forward approach, really, you know, kind of latching on to that digital cookie, you know, inspiring them to put their QR codes out there for people to purchase cookies online. Also a new Cookie Captain program. Again, all new, revamped for this cookie season. It really inspires and those older girls to share their entrepreneurial skills with some younger girls. Again, really looking at that digital forward type approach to the cookie program. And nice thing about the Cookie Captain program, Cookie Captain patch, is that, you know, every year you can add the year bar underneath that Cookie Captain patch. So next slide, please. I do want to say, sorry, real quick, is that all of the information and the guides that go with them for the leaders are on littlebrownie.com. So some eBuddy technology stuff. Again, eBuddy Help Center, and we'll go into that here in just a minute. And our YouTube channel. If you've never been on Little Brownie's YouTube channel, go in and check it out. There's some really cool videos, as well as how-to videos for eBuddy if you need some help. So next, please. So what we've done this year, we're hoping it simplified things for you. Anything that is eBuddy related will now be found in the eBuddy Help Center, and that is it. All of Little Brownie's marketing resources, the rally guide, all of our clip art, all of our photography is now available to you on littlebrownie.com. You can go on right now into littlebrownie.com and find all the theme resources, there's virtual backgrounds, all kinds of fun stuff that we have available for our councils and our volunteers at littlebrownie.com. So eBuddy, the Help Center is all eBuddy stuff, and the littlebrownie.com is now all of our marketing resources. Next, please. And I'll pass it over to Regina.
So just a little tidbit here. I know that this question has come up in the past, but all our initial order digital cookie DOC orders, as well as all shipped and donated orders throughout the program, will automatically load into eBuddy. Any of our orders placed after March 18th, which is the last day of our initial order, for in-person delivery can be filled using Troop Extras, any ordered cookies that can be cooked up from a cookie cupboard, or, you know, of course, obviously always through the cookie exchange. So I just wanted to share the dates on that.
Some eBuddy updates. I'll let you go ahead with this, Regina. Sorry, that one was yours.
No, it's okay. It's okay. And this really, I mean, this is pretty self-explanatory, but we did want to include the links. There are no longer the default passwords. If you were in the system last year, your email and password will remain the same. So if you haven't been in already, you should definitely test getting in for the first time if you haven't logged in. But again, our links are on here. These links will be clickable once I get this up on this is already actually up on our website if you do need them. And just something that might look a little different for you on eBuddy. Typically, when you go onto eBuddy, you'll see that our troop numbers usually have a 0 in front of it. If you're troop 48, it would usually have the 3 zeros and the 48. This year, it actually will not. You will just see the number 48. So just something that looks a little different as we uploaded our troops, just to give everyone a heads up. And, just as, for one, to say thank you to all of you that are service unit cookie chairs. Without you guys, we would not be able to do what we are doing. I know this training is a lot of information, and we are asking you to go out to share this information with your troop leaders. But we can't thank you enough for the time and effort you put into this. But just here's some reminders, some important dates that may be helpful for you as the service leader cookie chair to share with your troops. And just, as we all know, all troop cookie chairs must be registered and background checked prior to the sale. We will ask that on March 20th that all initial orders be put in eBuddy and start checking with your troops that they know these dates coming up. March 22nd, we'll review our troop initial orders and initial rewards. And by March 22nd by noon, this service unit needs to submit their initial order. I will send out reminders. It was a request made at the in-person service unit cookie chair training. I am more than happy to send out reminders prior to all these dates, just to give everyone a heads up. March 20th is coming and March 22nd, and don't forget by noon. So I will plan to do that, and I will schedule those just as a reminder for the service unit cookie chairs to follow up with their troop leaders. And just one more side note, we want to ensure that all troops pick delivery dates and pickup locations and time. We actually included a YouTube video on how to do all of this. It is also on our website, and I can actually also share through eBuddy. But any orders that any troops that have orders that do not pick a delivery date and location and time, their orders will remain at the warehouse. And I think it would be much easier for everyone to pick up from one of our locations than have to pick up their cookies from our warehouse. So just keep that in mind. And again, like I said, we will send out these reminders as the dates get closer. Here are some more important dates for as a service unit cookie chair. And I don't think I have to read all of this to you, but this is something that I would recommend printing out or putting on your calendars. We will be hosting a cookie rally in our Montgomery location on February 10th with an invitation to go out very soon. Digital Cookie will open for our volunteers on February 2nd. These are some of the higher level dates that you'll need to know. Digital Cookie will open for families on the 15th. Our sale does begin for DOC and in-person order taking on February 16th. Our cookie cupboards will open for National Cookie Weekend, the second week of February, in time for National Cookie Weekend booth sales. Again, our initial order is the 16th. DOC will open the 16th. One of our other big high-level dates are opt-out forms for those that have troops that are going to opt out of the physical rewards. And for those that are new, that means that girls can choose to earn an additional 10 cents on top proceeds rather than receive the physical rewards. That opt-out form is due by February 26th. Some March booth dates that are open. Our initial order period will end on the March 18th. Paper order cards ends on March 18th. We will submit our initial order just after that, and troop order initial order and rewards are due March 20th, and the goal getter period begins the 21st. We will have April booth sales just after our troop deliveries begins. And our cookie delivery will be April 11th through the 13th. Our first ACH will be on April 25th. And again, our post-initial sale will end May 5th. And that also is the same close date as DOC. Our final last two ACHs will also be in May. And then DOC will lock us out. Not only, it actually locks us all out on May 31st. These important dates are posted in the service unit cookie chair guide on our website and in the PowerPoint presentation on our website also. Now, booth sales. I know there are lots of burning questions about booth sales and a lot of buzz out there. We will be hosting, this is the first year we are doing this, we will host booths on National Cookie Weekend, which is February 16th through the 19th. We have been able to secure some council booth locations for that weekend, as well as some March booth dates. And we will continue to secure council booth locations for our for our April and May booth sales also. Our cupboard locations and dates will be in eBuddy as soon as possible. And we will not, and there was some confusion, we will not be doing the stop and go as we have in the past. It is completely by choice of a troop or service unit if you're going to host a booth sale. But once we open our booth sales on February 16th, we have secured, as I just said, we had secured some council-sponsored booth sales at our local malls and some other locations that you'll see in eBuddy on specific weekends. We have not been able to secure every weekend. So on those weekends that council wasn't able to secure our own locations, you troops are more than welcome to find their own location, their local pizza place, or maybe their local hardware store, whatever is, works for them. But troops can secure their own booth sales on any of those weekends. It will not just be council sponsored booths. And opting out of rewards, I just briefly touched on this. Cadets, seniors, and ambassadors and Juliet's have the option to opt out of the physical rewards. So the physical rewards are what you see on the order card, the plushes and sweatshirt and some of the other items. If they choose as a troop to earn the additional 10 cents per package, the entire troop must agree and sign off on the waiver, and they will earn an additional 10 cents per package if they attain a 150 PGA in their initial order. And they will still receive the $25 do-si-do at the 1 to 150 box level, as well as patches, but they will not receive the physical rewards at each of those levels. This is a copy of our, I see I need to put the updated sheet in here, but I do have the updated opt-out form on our website already. This is the opt-out of the rewards. Again, this is something that the entire troop must agree on. And this can just be filled out and handed into the troop leader, and they will send it over to us. And of course, the fun part, the money. Troops must have a bank account to participate in our cookie program. We must have an ACH authorization on file, and service unit cookie chairs are responsible for ensuring that all troops have a zero balance by the sales end. Troops with any balance from previous years, 2023, will not be able to participate in the 2024 cookie program. Our ACH dates, again, are also on our important dates on our website. The first ACH, which will be 1/3 of the amount owed. Our first is April 25th. Our second ACH will be May 9th, and our final and last ACH will be May 30th. Our delivery really has not changed much over the past few years. We will continue to take the lead on delivery at our locations, our offices and camp, and we will share those delivery locations and addresses in eBuddy when the time comes. Pretty much the same sites as usual. Your service units will be able to pick up their cookie orders from April 11th on. And I believe that is everything, and I'm sure there are plenty of questions. So if there was anything that I did not cover and anyone has any questions, but just a reminder that this is on our website for reference. Also, our service unit cookie chair guide, which has much deeper, more detailed information, is also on our website. So if anyone has any questions, just let me know and I will do my best to get through what I can in the next few minutes. Anyone?
I think they're muted, Regina. Let me see.
Yep.
Don't know how to.
Can you confirm that the booth sales are running for the entire sale this year and not just, the usual, we have them through March, then the pause, and then April?
Yes, so the booth sales will begin when we open for National Cookie Weekend. Like I said, we have secured council-sponsored booths that weekend and the week of Girl Scout Week. So the week of March 8th and then the following weekend, which is the 16th, 17th. And we will also secure council-sponsored booth sales in April and May. That does not mean that on May 8th, if you have cookies that you didn't fully sell at National Cookie Weekend on the 28th, you can go host your own booth sale. We just have not been able to secure locations at this point. But we're not doing the stop and go as has been done in the past, where we're saying that you cannot sell. We do not want anyone to get stuck with cookies. We want to support the girls and give them the opportunity at every chance we can give them to earn what they're looking for, saving their proceeds or what reward level they're getting to. So we're just trying to give them as much opportunity as possible. But at this point, those are the dates we've been able to secure. Is that clear?
I have another question.
Sure.
Why are we cutting off DOC in-person delivery on March 15th for fitting to eBuddy automatically when initial order ends 3/18?
No, it's still the 18th. I might have just misspoke. It is still the 18th.
Okay, thank you.
That's my mistake.
Let's see. ACH states somebody's asking, we have April 25th, the first one for 1/3 of all your sales, May
Correct.
9th, the second third, and May 30th, the last one.
Correct. And each ACH is 1/3 of the amount owed. I have a breakdown just for clarity in our service unit cookie chair guidebook. I also included on the website a real breakdown on how to read a sales report. So if there's any questions. So the first ACH is 1/3, second, the next 1/3. But rather than, to make it as simple as possible, the amount owed is the amount if you go on the website, you'll see the breakdown. I took screenshots, I circled everything. But it is, they're going to take away the proceeds so that you owe less rather than take away, say your troop sells $100 worth of cookies and you earn $20 of proceeds. Rather than take away the $100, pay you back the $20. The amount withdrawn will be including the proceeds that you earn. So you will owe less money. But I have very clear instructions from I went through them, I circled and walked through, but it is on the sales report on how to read a sales report if there is any confusion on that. Good point. Someone just brought up a good question. The cookie orders for the National Cookie Weekend and the March Girl Scout Week booths, if you want to order cookies for that, the order must be placed by January 22nd.
Regina, there's a question about logging into eBuddy. I just sent out for all users a intro email So if you're brand new and never been into eBuddy, you'll get that intro email. There'll be a link in there and you can click that link and it'll take you through, you know, answer some questions, set up your password. Anybody who was in there years, you know, years past, you can go back in with your email and password from last year. You will, the first time you go in, it will ask you to change your password. You don't have to. You can use the same password. You just have to put it in the change password field.
I think I just saw a question. What is a cookie cupboard? So a cookie cupboard is a place where you could pick up cookies for your booth sale. So whether it's a council location, which would be one of our offices, they all carry cookies. Or we do have some outline cupboards that service units host, or some people host them out of their house. But you basically, what you do when you go into eBuddy, you're going to place an order and say, I am selling for National Cookie Weekend, whether you choose to sell at a council sponsored booth or you can choose to sell at your own location. You know, like I said, if it was your local pizza place or your local supermarket, you can also choose your own location those dates. You would place an order with the cupboard nearest to you, then you would pick up the cookies on the specified date and time that you've secured, and those are your cookie order that you would pick up for your booth sale. Are there any other questions?
Somebody's asking if they place an order for booths, when can they pick up? All the schedules for each cupboard are posted and listed in eBuddy. So you can go and check and see what's what's closer to you and the time and schedule that you choose.
Anything else?
Can you just kind of explain the difference between a council sponsored booth and then booking their own booths? And
so a council sponsored booth, currently, I can give you a few off the top of my head. We have some, we secure, for example, the Palisades Mall. So we partner with the Palisades Mall. They give us a location outside of their food court and a table, and basically the girls set up, they give us X amount of dates throughout our cookie season, and the girls can hold booth sales there. We also have a mall in Westchester. We have a mall in Orange County, the gallery at Crystal Run. So these are things that we partner with some of our local malls or different organizations to book, you know, a location. But when you, let's say, you know that your local pizza place or bagel store on a Saturday morning is really busy, as a troop leader or service unit, you're more than welcome to go to that establishment and ask them for to host a cookie booth outside of their location or inside, whichever you know, however the establishment is set up. And you can actually also add it. We highly recommend you add it to eBuddy so that others know where you're selling, at what date, what time, what location, because then your cookie booth will go into the cookie finder. So if somebody's online looking for cookies, they type in their zip code. Let's say, you know, the local pizza place pops up that there's girls selling cookies there on Saturday from 10 to 2.
can you talk about the date where troops can start to book the booths for February and March?
They will be in, we will open it up this Friday at 8 a.m. And I will send something out in eBuddy so it goes to everyone. It's Friday.
And also clarification on booths for the first weekend. Can they pick up from the cupboard and not just pre-order, or should they pre-order?
For National Girl Scout Cookie Weekend, regardless, they'd have to place an order through a cupboard. Any other questions?
How do you get the Cookie Captain patch? I did try to find it on Little Brownie, but I couldn't. So I don't know if there's like a direct link or anything. Shelley, do you know?
The shop would have to order them, and we'll send them into the shops if you wanted some. You know, you can take orders throughout the year, and you know, if you want to place an order, we can ship those into your shops if you want them. But they can't order them directly from us, no.
A lot of leaders or cookie chairs are asking about this coming Thursday webinar. And as we explained at the beginning, this webinar, or this training, it's basically for cookie chairs that that are the service unit cookie chairs for troops. We're having it this coming Thursday, and you can register in our Girl Scouts Heart of the Hudson website. We will give you more information that you will understand a little better, especially if you are new.
Yeah, so if you received the invitation for the service unit cookie chair for tonight by mistake, and the troop leader training is Thursday at the same time, but the invitation is on our website, and it was sent out to the troop leaders.
If you're a troop cookie chair and you didn't get your order cards, you have to connect with your service unit cookie chair. And if you do not know who they are, you can always call customer care or either or all of us, so we can tell you where you can get your order cards.
Did I get through everything?
Let me see what else. People are still asking about when can they order cookies. When is the last day to order cookies?
So the last day to order cookies for the February National Girl Scout Cookie Weekend and March booths will be January 22nd. There will be another opportunity, I mean, and if willingly that we have still have cookies in our council cupboards, there may be the option to place additional orders, but we highly recommend that you get your order in by the 22nd, because we cannot guarantee that our cupboards will have cookies if you didn't place an order. There will be the option to order more cookies for the April and May booths come March.
There also is not a preseason tab. So if the leaders are looking for a preseason tab, there isn't one. So they can just order in the regular season for February and March.
Anything else?
Let's see. The cookie captain.
The earliest you'll be able to pick up cookies for February and March is going to be around February 14th, when we all have our cookies in the cupboard. Can you go over how to order cookies in eBuddy real quick for preseason, or not preseason,
There's
for
no
February?
preseason.
Yeah, do you want me to go? So to order cookies, Troop's gonna log in, they're gonna go to their transactions tab. They're gonna click on add a transaction, pick the location to which you want to pick up your cookies, and then you will select the date and time that's available.
And the instructions to do that are in our Troop cookie, in our Troop training book. And we will did actually go up on our website today in time for the Troop leaders to review it prior to their training on Thursday. So the instructions on how to do that are in there, and we will go over it at our training on Thursday evening. Any other questions?
Is the cookie finder including February and March booth this year?
As long as their booth is in eBuddy. We are still, I know people get worried that they don't see girls in eBuddy. We are regularly uploading girls as they come in. So we'll have girls going into eBuddy and DOC throughout the entire sale. But we are, we're doing uploads as often as possible.
Can you confirm the date and location for the cookie rally again?
It is
Somebody said
February 10th. I believe that the date they are speaking of about Poughkeepsie is a service unit cookie rally that you're seeing. It's not our council sponsored cookie rally. I believe that is a service unit hosting a cookie rally.
Also, a lot of questions about the cookie guide. So please go to the Girl Scout Heart of the Hudson website under cookies, and you will get all the dates and all the guides for troops and for service units.
And again, like I said, you may not see every girl in your troop. We're doing uploads on an almost everyday basis. So girls are going to keep going into eBuddy, not only up until the 16th, but as girls come in, we continue to upload them. So girls will be in there. All of our service unit cookie chair guide and our troop guides are on our website.
We do not have a preseason tab this year. Everything is already under the regular 24 cookie season. Only cookie chairs get trained. Yes, parents do not get trained. Daisies can have booth sales. Yes, to order cookie booths, you have to do it through eBuddy under transaction and then add a transaction. That would be shown this coming Thursday. Regina, can you please give them the date on when can they sign in for the malls?
Friday morning at 8 a.m. And like I said, the more locations we can secure, the more dates we're able to secure, we'll continue to add them. On Friday, they'll be able to sign up for one booth, just as our rules have been in the past, to give every troop an equal and fair opportunity for a booth. And then on Saturday, it will reopen where you can sign up for the remainder of the open booths.
Someone's asking how many cases can be ordered for the February and March booths.
So we do, it is, all the information is in our service unit cookie share book. It is a 30 case limit for booths. Again, like I said, if you're hosting more than one booth sale, you know, we can help work with you on this, but we don't want anyone getting over ordering cookies and getting stuck with them. So if you, we recommend that you don't place more than 30 cases at a time.
Can a troop sign up for more than one booth on Friday?
So on Friday, they'll be able to sign up for one booth sale, as it has been in the past, one booth sale to that every troop gets an opportunity, and then any open booths will be open on Saturday.
Can you mention about non-council run cupboards, like so the people who have the cupboards in their houses and stuff?
You
Like
want
when they're
location?
gonna have
As we confirm, you know, this is a, you know, cookie season is a big undertaking. As we confirm more cookie cupboard locations, you'll see them in eBuddy. So if right now you only see council locations, that's what we were able to secure at this point. The more we can secure from outlying cupboards, they will be uploaded with their hours and locations. Yes. Okay, so I'm gonna say again, after National Girl Scout Cookie Weekend, you can have a booth sale as long as you have cookies. It looks to me like most questions have been answered. At this point, if we maybe have missed something, we are going to save the questions in the question log, and we will go through them for any of those that we didn't answer and do an FAQ. And we will post on our website. Unless anyone sees something that I missed. Did I miss anything, anyone?
How can, let's see, how do you get a year for the cookie? Well, I think a few of them are repeats, but they were answered already.
someone's asking, is there a standard response that girls should give if customers ask why the price went up?
I'm sorry.
If a customer asks, why is this cookie $6 instead of $5?
You know, it was part of our contract pricing. You know, I think we all know right now that with the price of things, you know, we don't control everything all the time. We are in line with most of the other councils in our area, and some have even gone up higher than us.
Someone just wants us to make sure that we are not going to close the digital sale earlier like we did last year, like so there's no discrepancy again, so troops don't miss out on initial order. So it is definitely the 18th, just to confirm.
Yes. Okay, so I think at this point, that is everything. Thank you everyone for joining us tonight. Again, if I missed anything, you can email me. Of course, always go to member care, and they will direct any questions to the appropriate person. Like I said, this is recorded and we have secured all the questions, so I will get back to anyone if we maybe have not been able to answer your question. This will be on our website. And if you'd like, please remind all your troops that there is our troop training on Thursday evening. Thank you again for everything you do. Thank you for being here tonight. And we will have a wonderful, successful season this year. Thanks again.